So you probably all heard, right, that Shannon Sharpe has caught a case, all right? And Dr. Umar Johnson, right, claims that Shannon Sharpe's allegations are deeper than we think, okay? So here's a quote here. Somebody was jealous of Shannon Sharpe's upcoming 100 million contract. Ain't no 19-year-old OF model turning down 10 mil. Let's hear it real quick, okay? Let me put it on full screen. Let's react to it. Let's go.
You are not going to convince me that a 19-year-old OnlyFans model, I don't care if she black, white, brown, yellow, or red.
Facts.
You are not going to convince me that if you offer a 19-year-old OnlyFans model who sells videos of her body for cash apps on the regular.
Preach, Umar, preach.
She sells videos and pictures of her body on the internet for cash apps.
Yeah. I mean, we'll hear the full context soon, but he's leaning towards that as to the first offer that Shannon allegedly made to this OF model, okay? And she turned it down. And we're thinking that's a lot of money to turn down, all right? So what's really going on over here? But let's hear the rest.
And she gets offered $10 million to walk away when she only asks for 50 grand. Think about this, Art.
There you go.
Only asks for 50 grand. Shannon Sharpe says, I'm going to give you 10 million to walk away.
Damn. So she asked for 50 grand, right? Shannon Sharpe more than triples the offer to 10 million to walk away. And what happened next?
And she says no.
She says no. She says no. So, like, something's up here. Now, I don't agree with Shannon Sharpe dealing with an OF chick. I think that was poor judgment on his part. And I'll probably do a stream of that separately in the future about, brothers need to have discipline and not just smash a chick because she looks good. Okay, particularly if you're a high value, rich black man. But that's for a separate stream, okay? But how can a woman, right, turn down $10 million, which is way up from 50 grand? Something's up here. Okay. Now, as a black man, right, you need to move differently. And if you're a successful black man, people are going to hate you for it because you're black and you're successful. A lot of people who are not black, right, even some black people themselves hate seeing successful black men. It boils their blood. They can't believe that a black man is successful, earning great money, has great visibility, is prosperous, has a lot of blessings. For a lot of people, that boils their blood. Now, I hear that Shannon Sharpe has a $100 million contract or deal offered to him in the future. Okay? Could someone have heard that proposal and pulled the plug and planned something to get that deal scrapped? And this is what's happened here, right? I think that's a possibility. There's a target on rich, high-value black men every day due to jealousy, hatred, envy. Okay, but let's carry on watching.
Art, do you know of anybody on OnlyFans? Do you know of any 19-year-old teenager who, if offered 10 million to shut up and go away when they only wanted 50 grand, do you know of any 19-year-old girl who is not going to take the 10 million?
Nope. I don't know of any, Umar. And I tend to disagree with Umar on a lot of topics, but I definitely agree with him here. I find that very odd that a 19-year-old chick has turned down $100 million. It's insane. Something's not right here. And I think there could be, certain forces at play here, right, to get Shannon Sharpe out the paint.
Anybody taking 10 million.
Thank you. You on OnlyFans, you making money by selling your body, so you clearly not doing too well in these streets. You get offered 10 million and you turn it down. I believe the NFL power structure, or maybe the white media power structure, or maybe the white podcast power structure. Somebody was jealous of Shannon Sharpe's upcoming $100 million contract.
Facts. Preach. Absolute preach. Someone or some force doesn't want to see Shannon Sharpe get that big bag. Doesn't want to see black men, right, become successful, earn that big cash, and have more visibility and success within the podcast space or even any other space. Like, you have to understand that people who are not black are very jealous. I'm not saying all, but the racist people are very jealous against black men being successful. And I'm sure you've all been in that situation where you're in a corporate job and you work so hard and you have a white manager. But for some reason, that white manager is not promoting you. And everyone in your team knows that, that guy, he's smart, he's a genius. How is he not being promoted? And there's always some excuse to not promote you. But other white people are getting promoted. That's the kind of ish that non-black people do. Not just white people, Chinese, Indian, whatever. Okay? That's why always look out for signs like that. Okay? And make your move, bro. Be careful. A lot of people smile on your face, dap you up, shake your hands, but they secretly hate you because you're black and successful, or you're black and you have potential.
Somebody was jealous of Shannon Sharpe's upcoming $100 million contract, and they intervened at the level of Tony Busby, or they intervened at the level of Gabriella Azul-Nix. One or the other. Because ain't no 19-year-old OnlyFans model turning down no 10K.
That's facts.
Somebody wanted Shannon Sharpe embarrassed. Somebody wanted Shannon Sharpe humiliated.
Yeah. Somebody
wanted Shannon Sharpe's financial future destroyed.
Facts. Absolute facts.
But
absolute facts. Facts, bro. It's a cold world out here. It's a cold world out here. Watch your back. Watch your back. You can't trust a lot of people in this world, bro. You know? And especially if you're a black man with potential, a black man going places, that's already rich, you have a target on your back. This is a very wicked world. And race dictates and dominates everything. Now, again, I don't agree with Shannon Sharpe dealing with an OF chick, right? And I think he was reckless in dealing with women like that, with him having this high profile status, right? Sometimes you have to move in a different way. But I can admit that something's fishy here, right? With this whole Shannon Sharpe case. But hopefully more to come to it in the future in terms of news and updates.